Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Snuffy, he was born in the hills of Arkansas, in the hills of Arkansas. Snuffy Smith was born, and there's nothing much to do for a boy in Arkansas except to go to church several times a week and help out on the farm. But in those hills he learned that string could make music if you knew how to use it. The string would sing all day. With the right wood stretch it from the bridge on down the neck. You set a flat pick against the strings, look out, the magic's coming on. Well, but who's gonna look after Tony's guitar? Who else could be qualified? Yes, and who's gonna love all that wood and steel to light? Who else could be qualified to look after Tony's pride? From sleepy Danville, Virginia, on to bright San Francisco, Mr. Rice picked and blistered, frets right off the neck. And when it come time to fix it, Tony always insisted it was only one man qualified to set things right again. Well, but who's gonna look after Tony's guitar? Who else could be qualified? Yes, and who's gonna love all that wood and steel to light? Who else could be qualified to look after Tony's pride? I ain't gonna lie, you know I sat down and cried on the day Snuffy died. I can't tell you why. See, I barely even knew him, but he put the frets in this Gibson, and with every note I pick I hear a little of the man. I'm willing to bet there's 1,000 worn out frets under the strings on guitar necks of pickers far and wide. They're all just like me, no, they never want to see the final set of Snuffy's frets pulled up out of their pride. But who's gonna look after my old guitar? Who else could be qualified? Yes, and who's gonna love all that wood and steel tonight? Who else could be qualified? And who's gonna look after Tony's guitar? Who else could be qualified? Yes, and who's gonna love all this wood and steel to light? Who else could be qualified to look after Tony's pride? I could have gone a whole lot worse. Thank you so much for listening. This is a 1953. It belonged to a guy named Len Michael, actually Donna Michael, his ex-wife when that was her name. and she apparently used it in songwriting in Nashville a whole lot, and according to the lore, it developed a reputation for being a guitar that just good music happened around. I actually have a video one of my filmmaker friends made about this guitar. I can tell you a little more, but not much, because I don't know much more. Lynn, a man named Lynn Michael, ended up with it in the divorce, kept it in a closet for a decade or decades, and then pulled it out and decided to let it go, and I got it through a mutual friend named Dan Walber. Neck was reset by David Shepard back in either the 70s or the 80s. Not getting too good a look at that, but it's kind of coming apart finally, so it's going to have some attention paid to it, and I'm going to have Aaron Morris do that work. But anyway, if you are to watch this, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I hope you find it respectful, and thank you so much, Pamela, for connecting, and India for bringing it to your attention, Pamela, and Tony, of course, for everything.